Hello again. I'm back. I think I found my mojo. Last video I put up, I'd lost it. So I'm lucky enough to work in a beautiful quilting store here in Australia called The Quilter's Angel, and they're at Highfields. I'll put the link down below for their website. You can check us out. And I get inspired every day by our amazing customers and the beautiful fabrics and trims and all those sort of things that we actually stock, and inspired by Marion and Steph that own the store. But it's funny how you can be inspired and then you come home and you just sit down amongst all your bits and pieces that you have and there's just nothing. But the other day we got in this beautiful Tula Pink range, All Stars it's called, and I was folding fat quarters and fat eighths and putting them into bundles. So I spent quite a bit of time looking at these fabrics, and it really inspired me. Now, I'm not a bright person, personally I'm a bright person, I think, but I don't normally deal with a lot of bright fabrics or papers. I'm more into the vintage style, if you can see from my other journals and that I do. But these really inspired me to have a go, and I've really enjoyed putting together these travels notebook inserts. Now they're all standard size and they're all fabric covers. So what I've done is I've made these four aimed at the mixed media journal keeper, I guess. So I've decorated nothing inside, but I've put lots of different mixed media papers in there. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time showing you through each one. I'll open them up and just show you what they look like on the inside. But each one inside has some gesso primed canvas. There's 140 GSM black sugar paper, Winsor & Newton brand. Black sugar paper, if you don't know, it's good for chalks, pastels, paints, that sort of thing. I've also got in there some quill cartridge paper, 110 GSM, some 180 GSM watercolour paper, 70 GSM bleed proof marker paper, and some 95 GSM tracing paper, as well as some standard photocopy weight paper. So what I'll do is I'll open each one and quickly show you through. So also what I've done is with each one you'll get an envelope, and I've just decorated each envelope with the corresponding fabric for the journal and just put a little quote there. These can be used in your journals if you like. And inside I've just included some nice different coloured tags and some little quotes, watercolour paper, just a couple of tags that I've made, and then a swatch of the fabric from the cover. So yeah, there's lots of little bits and pieces in there that you can use to decorate throughout. So each journal will receive an envelope with some yummy bits and pieces in there. So I'll just briefly show you each one. So I've just got each one tied off. You don't have to obviously keep this tied, you can use that for something else. So this is the gorgeous raccoon fabric with the pink background. So I've just done that, just left that on the front, and then what I've done is I've actually sewn bias binding, made some bias binding out of an old Tula range. This is I'm sorry, I can't remember the name, and just done some pom-pom trim just to dress that up a bit. So and then on the inside I've got some beautiful sturdy cardstock, and I've just made a pocket, and on the inside there you can see too I've stitched some bias binding. So that's just making the spine a little bit stronger as well, I guess. So there's just a pocket, and I haven't put a pocket at the back. So I'll just quickly show you through this one. So this is just some of the tracing paper, and this is just a photocopy paper here. This is a bleed proof marker paper, cartridge paper, watercolor paper. So I've repeated some of the papers throughout. Most of them, as I said, are mixed media watercolor papers. This is gessoed canvas. This is your black sugar paper. So all the signatures are hand sewn. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea what the inside looks like. So pretty much each one has similar set out. I may have the papers around in different order, but I'll just briefly show you the covers of each one. So these ribbons, I've just made them myself, and I've stitched along all the edges, so you can see fraying, but that will only go as far as the stitching. So this one, same thing, I've added bias binding. This has got that beautiful bird on it. Gorgeous flowers. The colours are just so vibrant, and I've just included some coloured crocheted lace there on the edge. And once again on the inside, I've got some more bias binding and a pocket in the front. No pocket in the back in any of them. And same papers, just different layout. I think the last one had the black sugar paper in the middle. This one's got watercolour paper. So that's that one. Love the colours of this one. This one is an owl, as you can see. And what I've done with her is same thing. I've made bias binding and put that there with some coloured crocheted lace. More bias binding on the inside and another pocket. Everything's stitched as well around. You can see it's all stitched together. And once again, all the same papers, just in different order. And this is the last one. A squirrel. Beautiful greens. And this is also from an old Tula Pink range. Prince Charming, I think that one may have come from. I might be wrong, but yeah, it's all Tula Pink. Stitch the bias binding on there again and put the bias binding there. Same thing, a pocket, and everything is stitched. Covers are all stitched, and exactly the same papers, just different order. So that's the 4 from that series that I've got. I am currently working on some more, not necessarily these Tula Pink ones. I do have a little bit of fabric left because I only got fat quarters. I might make some personal size or pocket size yet, I don't know. I'll see what I come up with. But so that's them, and as I said, each one gets its own envelope of goodies with it. So thanks for watching, guys. So happy I've got my mojo back, so hopefully you'll see a little bit more of me soon. See you next time. Bye bye.